High volume addicts.
So me and my girlfriend decided to hike up Stone Mountain in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Neither one of us had done this before, so we had no idea what to expect. Now, the first thing I noticed right off the bat within the first couple of minutes was, man, I'm not going to make it with this mask on my face. So I had to take that thing off. I got to breathe. And like I said, guys, I have no problem wearing a mask to the grocery store, but this isn't the grocery store. But anywho, we just kept trekking along, just getting started. It's only the beginning. And I'm just looking around, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the outdoors. And I look to my left and I see this cool looking rock I like. So I figured, hey, let's go do some push ups on it. So I went over there and did a few push ups just to really signify the beginning of the journey. I figured I'd do push ups right here at the bottom and do victory push ups once I reach the top. Little did I know how far away the top was. But anywho, we get back on the trail, making our way through it. Like I said, neither one of us had been on this trail before, so we had no idea what to expect. And we were just walking the trail like normal, looking around, enjoying the sights. Easy peasy. Nothing too hard about it. Then we make it to a point in the trail where it switches from this nice smooth paved road to this. Yeah, it looks like some type of enchanted forest, this rugged terrain. But no complaints, just get it done. So that's what we did. So we started making our way up this part of the trail. And this is when things like, man, this is harder than we thought, started to be the conversation. Because we didn't know what to expect, guys. We never done this before. I kind of expected it to be like a smooth ride the whole way. And as you can see here, this thing is not a smooth ride the whole way. Not complaining, just making observations. But we still continue to power through it. But I believe it was at this point where I started to notice, man, this 40-pound weight vest in the first 5-10 minutes, it felt like nothing. Like I was just walking with no shirt. But after a while of having this thing on, guys, I started to feel it. It went from 40 pounds to 1,000 pounds. I mean, not literally, but it started to feel a little heavy, guys. I mean, I still powered through it, but I could definitely feel this 40-pound weight vest making me work harder than I would normally if I was just walking up with a t-shirt on. But anyway, we kept powering through it. So we're just making our way up the trail, dodging the bushes and the trees, and going over these rocks. And we're just, taking in the scenery, enjoying it all. But eventually, we came to a point like, man, where's the top of this mountain? Because, guys, there are no signs out here that says, oh, 500 feet to the top or anything like that. You just you get there at the start and you just go. If you've been, you know. If you don't know, you're about to find out. Because we were constantly asking that question like, man, where is the top? Because we didn't know. But we kept searching on a journey trying to find it. But that was definitely the big topic of discussion. But anywho, so we're making our way through this. You can see what it looks like right here. Yeah, that thing's pretty steep, guys. And I was seeing stuff like in the ground, like this. Like this is old Indian trail placed by the Cap chapter. And man, look at that view. This is when we felt like we made it up somewhere. Once we got above the tree line and you could see the city of Atlanta like this, it was kind of awing, guys. Like I just took a break, one to catch my breath, but two to just take in this scenery, man. Look at it. It's just beautiful. It was so beautiful up there, guys. So after we took a little break, we continued on this journey. And we're trekking along, and we get to a point where it's just a steep incline. So steep, you see they have handrails. And I got challenged to a race. So we're racing. And my girlfriend, she didn't have on the appropriate shoes for hiking. So give her some credit, guys. She had on some type of flat shoe. But either way, she wasn't gonna beat me. But
You good? You gonna make it?
I'm not trying to showboat because I didn't race like a marathon runner or some professional mountain climber. I'm just letting you guys know what happened. So as you can see, people behind us just giving up because we did not see them at the top because we stayed at the top for a while and noticed who didn't make it. But we continued on our journey, and still that question was lingering, now even more than ever. Where is the top of this mountain? Like, where is it? Like, we felt like, even though we were walking for like maybe an hour, it felt like 10 hours. It felt like we've been out there all day. Like, man, where is the top of this thing? It's kind of like that thing where you don't know where you're going, so it just feels like it's taking longer to get there because you don't know where you're going. Because we just searching for the top, and it was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is the top? But we still kept pushing on, just kept pushing on because we weren't gonna stop. But that question was lingering: where's the top? And while we were going, we seen little stuff painted in the ground like this, and bam, we finally made it to the top. And it was this building up there. So we figured, let's go check it out. It's the only thing up here. Might as well. So we head inside the building to see like what it is. Is it a gift shop or concessions or anything? Because we were thirsty. And you see those drinks, guys, overpriced. Just like I thought. Now I made this shot, guys. I made it. But the camera just didn't pick it up. But just trust me, I made it. And here I am taking in the view from the top of the mountain, feeling like the king of the world, giving you guys that full 360 of what it looks like at the top of the mountain. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it felt pretty good to make it up here. I never made it to the top of a mountain before, and it just felt good to be up there at the top. Felt like I done something with my life that day. Here's some more views from the top. It was nice scenery up there. I'm sure this is what it looks like at the top of every mountain, but this is the only one I did. So I decided to do some victory push-ups since I made it to the top. I told you guys when I did those push-ups at the bottom, when I get to the top, it's more push-ups. Because you got to celebrate. You got to celebrate making the top. And the way we celebrate over here at High Volume Addicts is putting in that work. So this might not be fun for you, but this is fun for me, guys. I just decided to do a few push-ups just to celebrate making it to the top of Stone Mountain with a 40-pound weight vest on. All the way to the top. Can't believe I made it. And now that we made it to the top, of course comes the journey down. So we start making our way down the mountain, and the first thing we noticed was, man, this is also harder than we thought. Because it's so steep, guys, and then the surface is uneven. When you're going down the hill, momentum tends to carry you because of gravity, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but I mean, look at me, my hands are full. I have my water bottle in one hand and I have a selfie stick in the other hand. And that makes it real easy to trip. Now, I didn't fall, but I wouldn't judge anybody if they did because it was a little bit harder than it looked. But we still pushed through it. But I was just letting you guys know, like, see how steep that is, guys? It is so easy to slip and fall and bust your booty on something like this. So we took our time going down the more steep parts of the mountain because we didn't want to fall. So we kept just trekking, making our way down the mountain, going back through all the stuff we just ventured through to get up here. It was really not a pleasant sight seeing this stuff again. It was like, okay, well, we've seen all this already, so we don't really care about what it looks like. Just get me off of this mountain. That became the mission and the goal. Like, let's get off of this mountain. We've been here. We made it to the top. We accomplished what we wanted to do. Now it's time to go and take showers and eat food. But man, going down it was a little bit more difficult than we thought. It wasn't as hard as going up, but it was a little bit more difficult than we thought because, like I said, guys, there aren't many signs out here pointing this way or that way. There's signs at the bottom. And then once you get in there, there are a few signs, but they're not telling you directions. They're just telling you, like, marking where you are. If I was a smarter man, I would have looked back at the footage and be like, oh, okay, we go this way. But we started to get a little bit lost as far as which way is back to the car. Not like we were completely lost, but there was definitely moments of confusion. Because we're going down and we're like, man, should it take this long to get back? We didn't know. So it just got to a point where it was like, man, did we zig when we should have zagged? Or is this the right way and it's just taking longer than we thought? We didn't know, but we still continued to push on. So we're pushing through, making our way back down. I remembered seeing that sign that was behind me. So I was like, okay, we've made it to some point where we were before. Now, this is where we messed up. Right here, I should have turned right. But as you can see, we kept straight. And this continued us to be even a little more lost because now this is stuff we didn't see before. So it's like, man, I think we went the wrong way because coming down the mountain, we came to this point where it was like, okay, we recognize none of this at all. So where are we going? We didn't know, but we kept going that way. So you can see us here now, just making our way down the uneven terrain. And there's other people in front of us. So we were kind of just like following them. It's like, well, eventually we're going to reach the bottom. Maybe once we reach the bottom, we could just walk around to where we parked at. Because we knew we weren't going the right way, but we didn't know which way the right way was. So while we're kind of lost, trying to make our way through there, it's like, bam, we see this guy. He's got like some weird horn, some weird outfit. I don't know too much about him, but man, he looks interesting. Okay, so do you guys see those flags right there? That was a symbol to us. A symbol that, hey, maybe we're lost. Because we don't remember seeing any flags going up the mountain. Because if we did, I would have recorded it. So at this point, we're just walking, knowing that we're going down and we have to go down to get off the mountain. But we're at a point where we're like, are we going the wrong way to get back to the car? Because we're starting to see things that we didn't remember seeing on the way up. We just went up like some minutes ago, so we will remember if we seen certain objects. And we're just walking like, man, this does not look like the way we came, especially when we got here. We did not see this on the way up, so we knew we were lost. But we found a map, and we seen we just had to take the railroad track to get us back on track. So we head down the railroad track, and it led us back to the trail where we first started. And boy, was I happy to see that. And that was it, guys. We made it up and down Stone Mountain. Please remember to like, comment, and share. Once again, I'll see you guys again in the next one. That's all from me. Peace.